Once upon a time, in a land not so far away, lived Adam and Eve, the first people on earth. They had two sons named Cain and Abel. Cain was the older brother, and he was a farmer, tending to the crops and watching the seasons change. Abel, the younger brother, was a shepherd who loved his flock of sheep and always made sure they were well cared for. Every season, Cain and Abel would offer gifts to God as a sign of gratitude. Cain decided to bring some of his best crops as his offering, while Abel chose to offer the finest and healthiest sheep from his flock. They both hoped to please God with their gifts. When the time came to make their offerings, Abel's gift was accepted by God with a warm, glowing light that surrounded his sheep. Cain, on the other hand, stood feeling confused and upset because his crops did not receive the same welcome. Cain couldn't comprehend why his brother's gift was preferred over his. Cain's heart grew heavy with jealousy and sadness. One day, when the sun was high, Cain invited Abel to join him in the fields. As they walked, Cain's feelings of jealousy took over his heart and clouded his mind. In a moment of anger and confusion, Cain sadly committed a terrible act by striking Abel, leaving him alone in the fields. Realizing what he had done, Cain was filled with fear and regret. God came to Cain and asked, "Where is your brother, Abel?" Cain hesitated and replied, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" But God, knowing everything, spoke gently yet firmly, "Cain, the ground has cried out to me because of your brother's blood." Cain was overwhelmed with guilt, for he knew what he had done was irreversible. God told Cain that from that day forward, he would wander the earth without a home. Despite the punishment, God placed a mark on Cain to protect him from harm, even though Cain had not shown protection to his brother. As Cain began his journey, he realized that actions have consequences and that anger and jealousy can cloud our best judgments. Cain hoped that one day he could find peace within himself and learn to live with the choices he had made. And so, the story of Cain and Abel was told throughout the ages, serving as a lesson that jealousy and anger can lead us astray, but forgiveness and understanding can guide us back to a path of kindness and love.